We don't cast, last. Now everybody go to breakfast.
What's up, y'all? How we living today, man? Happy Father's Day.
You go bow for the result, though. Nothing to discuss, oh, cause I did win by default and without any doubt, though. I'm a me happy adult, though. I no go feed the girl, it's out, though. I'm a mind that's with the talk, oh. I put my life into my job and I know I'm in trouble. She manipulate my love, oh. I know holy, and I know that get both. Like the Baba Frayo, my ayo, don't cry, yo. I need to go and shadow. I need to go and shadow. I need to go and shadow.
Hey, what's good, y'all? What's good? Hey, man, it's been a minute. I'll explain everything here in a second, man. But just wanted to, say what's up, man. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Pops, if you watching this, happy Father's Day. I got you, man. I'm about to, give you a call later here soon. So, oh, man. But you're probably wondering, why are you on the fucking floor? Man, I couldn't even answer that question for you. But all I know is there's going to be new space coming soon, man. So y'all stay tuned for that. It's going to be on the vlog channel. I know you guys probably like, what the fuck? You got 2 channels. Who's got 2 channels? You barely posting. Like, what's going on? Just chill out. Chill out, gang. Chill out. Nah. But just to kind of hop right into things, man. I'll touch on that right here in a second. But the whole point of this is, man, I'm trying to kick it with y'all. I'm trying to sit here and vibe out, kick it, and just talk with y'all. I need y'all to send in some questions, off of social media. So, man, if you aren't following me, man, go follow my page right here. I got it up, and I'm going to leave it there for a second. Y'all phones ain't out? Go hit that follow button, man. That's where all the updates about to be. So hit that follow button on the Instagram page, man. All my updates are gonna be there. From the podcast, from dropping a new vlog, from dropping a new song, dropping a new album, new music video, whatever the case may be, right? That's where things are gonna be at. So here, man, for the most part, we just been vibing out, creating a lot of content for y'all that is coming out. You're probably noticing on my vlog channel that there's nothing. You're probably like, what the fuck? Did you fall off the face of the earth? And I'm like, nah, bro, I'm still right here. Still 10 toes down. But the main thing is, I just felt like, my structure wasn't really there for some of those videos, and I know it's a learning curve, and I know that this is content creation, this is art, this is something that you should be proud of when you post it, and I'm gonna get into it all, but for the most part is I just wanted to make sure I actually had some posts that had some sort of intent. That was my biggest thing, right? Is I wanted to have something out there that was intentional, or had some sort of story behind it, or when it comes to the running gun vlogging, that is cool. I'm still doing that, but I just wanted to make it more of an intentional thing, if that makes sense. So it's all up here in my head. Don't fucking worry about it. We gonna be dropping a lot more, okay? For sure gonna be dropping a lot more. But to kind of explain both channels, the channels are kind of split up for a reason, right? I wanted to keep all my music stuff on my music channel. That is the whole point of that channel. So when music videos drop, it's going on there. When visualizers drop, it's going on that channel. Lyric videos going on that channel, right? That's where all that is going to be stored, if you want to put it that way. All the running gun, the podcast, the behind the scenes, everything like that is going to be here on this vlog channel, quote unquote. But this like kind of just main channel. So I think it's going to be really cool though for us to just kind of kick it here for a short little time. We don't have too much today for you. Um, we're just getting started, but what this is going to be called, and you probably already saw it in the title, but my boy, it is going to be called Don't Worry, Just Talk. Just talk about it, man. Whatever y'all got going on, whatever y'all, are curious about, throw me a question on the Q&As that I post on Instagram. Go ahead and do that, and then once you do that, I'll, be making videos, more and more of these. I would love to do these weekly. I love to do these bi-weekly if we have to. But I'm gonna be dropping these videos, and just kind of chilling with y'all, and going from there. So don't worry about it. That's not the name of it. Still new to this. Don't worry, just talk. So that's the name of it. If we're fucking with that, let me know. If we're not fucking with that, let me know. But I really don't give a fuck. So, moving on. Moving on. Just wanted to kind of jump into things and let you know like what's been going on. All right, man. So I had some camera difficulties, but so since I've been, doing this right here, I've really just been taking some questions down from, the people around me, that are looking into, maybe getting content started and, the reasoning on why, like maybe I haven't dropped so many videos, things like that. We've just been kind of chopping it up. But the main thing is I haven't posted because I wanted to post more videos with more intent. I wanted to have some more intent behind it, some more thought behind my videos. So that's why I took all the ones that I had up down. I think I was kind of running, gunning, figuring it out for myself, which is great. And I, think that people that are posting like that keep doing it because it's just getting you into more and more of a groove. So nothing wrong with that at all. Like the run and gun vlog style is insane and it's awesome, and I'm still gonna be doing that. But I'm making it more into a series that you're gonna see, and there's just a lot more intent and thought behind it on my end. So that's one, and then two, I just want to make sure that I could like put a full thought process into what I'm creating. So that's where I've been kind of coming from there. I have a few questions that I wanted to go over real quick. This is gonna be real short. The questions that I've gotten. So, what inspired you to begin your creative journey? So I had a few friends that one really like kind of boosted me into everything. My one homie, Tony Cole. I was like creating a little bit before him, like before meeting him in high school, and then once I met him in college, it was like he showed me a little bit more on how to create music. He showed me a little bit more about like where I'm gonna be, uh, you know, where I'm gonna be like putting things and creating things and how I could produce and mix and master things. So he showed me a lot of that stuff. So that is kind of how I started my creative journey, and one inspiration. But another was Felly. If you haven't heard of Felly, super chill, artist, content creator, just creator in general. Go look him up. That man's got everything. But Felly, I started watching him in like sixth grade, and he was just in his room in front of a camera making beats, producing and doing the whole 9 yards on there. So he really kind of, like, I don't even know how to explain it. Like I just kind of took off from there, and really that's where my like spark first started. Um, but I'll put both of their information, their Instagram and social medias right here to the side of me, and from there we could definitely get them on the podcast. I'm just talking shit. Felly is way bigger, but I'll put both of their Instagrams right here, and then from there you guys can do what you want. Go follow them. Go do what you need to do. But I would say those right now are like my biggest inspiration on creativeness. Obviously, when I was little, my parents were into like the house music dance era, break dancing in the 80s, like that stuff. So growing up, I saw a lot of that, just in general. So that made me a little bit more like creative in my mindset, like with graffiti and like all that stuff. I just like to start drawing, even though I can't draw for shit, but it's cool. It's cool. Um, so I guess like this other one was my biggest influences. So I would say, my parents, like I said, they grew up in the 80s, when house music was, uh, you know, originated in Chicago and was just like popping off in Chicago. That's where my parents really were going crazy and, indulging in that. And then obviously the breakdance, rap, hip hop era was going on at the same time. So definitely my parents, definitely Tony Cole, man. Again, go check out his music. Shout out Tony Cole, that's my dog. Go check out his music for sure. Um, so I have sitting here some other questions that I got asked, and it was how has my creative process just evolved over time? And honestly, over time, I think it's still evolving right now. I think every time I sit down and try to create something, it just gets better and better. So I would say like it's just involved in being able to learn more about the creative process, about how I operate. So you learn a lot about yourself, which is sick. But that's another thing, over time, it takes time. You got to go do it. And kind of back to the posting of my videos, that right there is just like another thing to show. It's like post as much as you can. I would not recommend anyone doing what I did and deleting everything and then trying to start over. And you're finding yourself though. So like if you have to do that, do that. But definitely post as much as you can, right? Like you get better and better the more you do things. So and last question here. Let's see. It says, damn, my phone. Have I collaborated with other artists or other creators? Yeah, I actually have. So I collaborated with Tony Cole. We made an EP back in college. We literally made that shit in one day. It was actually insane. We were just sitting in the dorm room, wife beaters, and in interface, Logic Pro up, a mic, and we were just banging the speakers, and we were just on one. I don't know what the fuck got into us. It just came upon us like that, bam. And we pumped out a small EP. It was funny because while we were creating it, and this is a crazy story. While we were creating the EP, we were playing it back. You know how you do it and mixing and all that stuff. Creating it back or playing it back, and people knock on our door. Boom, boom, boom. What song is that? And we were like, "What you mean?" And they're like, "What song is that? Like, is it on SoundCloud? Like, I've heard it before." And we were like, "Nah, I don't think you've heard it before. We literally just made this." And they're like, "No way." So it was one of those things that was really cool to see because you're just in the moment. You're like just making stuff, and then people actually like liked it right then and there, and like knocked on our dorm door, and was just like, it was insane. So that's a cool little story with Tony Cole and I. Some other YouTube creators that or another YouTube creator that I've collabed with is One on One Josh. Made some reaction videos in the past. Um, you know, I'll drop all their stuff right here. One on One Josh is sick, man. He's just been grinding at YouTube, and met him in college as well. Helped him film a little. And helped him do some of his videos. So, man, One on One Josh is killing it, man. Those are my boys right there. Shout out to all of them. But I definitely think that collabing with others and being surrounded by other creators is actually going to help you more, right? And I don't know why I can't fucking talk right now, but being around other creators is actually going to help you a lot more in your creative process. So I would say stay collabing with other creators and make sure that you're learning at all times, and you you might learn something new from that YouTuber that you just collaborated with. You know, in the beginning of your your journey, and then you come back down the road, and then now you're teaching them something. So like it just goes back and forth. So I would say keep collaborating, keep going forward, keep moving forward, keep dropping. Definitely, just keep creating. That's my advice. That is my advice right there. But at the end of the day, y'all, like, this is one of the things where, we're going to keep this going. We're going to keep connecting together. We're going to keep vibing out, man. So, like, main thing is I want y'all to send in questions. Like I said, I'm going to post, and every update is going to be on my Instagram. So do not worry about where to find, updates and Q&As, things like that. But let's get this rocking, man. Like, let's get this podcast. This is the first one. This is the first podcast I ever done. Let's get this rocking. Let's get this shit bumping. Man, send in questions. And just be curious, because I'm willing to talk to y'all. So we're gonna have people on as well once I get into this new space, man. There's a lot of homies that like get on the podcast. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be a good time. So you're gonna like everyone, bro. Like, there's gonna be multiple people on here. We'll get one-on-one Josh on here. We'll get Tony Cole on here, so y'all can kind of chop it up, ask them questions as well on their processes, and just kind of go from there. But this is more of like a podcast, but podcast radio, chill out vibe, just talk, man. Like, nothing crazy. We're not like gonna be having, I don't even know what the fuck we gonna have, man. Stop, man. Whatever. It's just whatever. It's just a podcast. But for the most part, let's just get this shit rocking for real. That's my only ask to y'all. Let's get this podcast going. Like, I mean, there's not much left that we have to say and talk on today, but man, like, again, more videos are gonna be coming out. More videos, more music, just a lot more content I'm working on for y'all. So we're gonna be going crazy, and 2024, there's probably like 6-7 months left, I don't know, of 2024. So we're almost halfway through, man, and we just gotta keep pushing. We gotta keep pushing. Let's have the Glory Gang, whatever you want to call ourselves, like, let's take over. Let's take over the world. We're taking the rest of this year over, and then we're taking over the world, man. Optimism is key. So let's do it. But for now, let's just vibe out and get right. So.
I'm such that fine for you. I do that 3-4 times again. I testify for you. I'm so that like you, that bitch. I do it all, and I'm around. You're scared to do. I'm not.